Hi everyone, I'm Warren and welcome back to this intro to SQL. We're going to look at the concat function in this video. So all I'm going to do is just quickly close everything here. I'm not going to save anything. Let's open a new query window. What I want to do is I want to look at my customer table. So let's go select star from customer. Say we needed to give our management a list of all of our customers. So we could give them, a table like this, but they might need the first name and last name to be combined into one field. That's a very common request, even with employee names, whatever the case. So you need the ability to be able to combine data from two columns. And how we can do that is we can use something called concat. So how we would do that, for starters, we only want the first name and last name columns in this table. So there we've got that. And we want to return them as full name. So not first name and last name, one column with both in. So how we can do that, we want to concatenate that. So in Excel, you have formulas to do concatenation. We want to concatenate these two into one column. And how we do that is we use the concat function here. So we go concat, you can see there. It already gives you the built-in, you have an expression and it returns a var binary. So what we can do, we can open brackets. And what do we want to do? We want to have first name and last name. Then we can close the brackets. But now what we've learned is we want to be able to name that column. So we can go as full name. That's what the request was. And if we run that, you can see there, it's combined it. But now you can see that it's actually put Alice Smith, Bob Johnson as like one word almost. So we would want to have a space or something between there. So how can we do that? We've got first name and it's joining directly onto last name here. We can just create another little section here where we can put two of these and another comma. And if we want a space, we can just put a space between these. So it's going to take first name, it's going to concatenate a space, and then put the last name. And there you can see it comes through with a space in between. So concatenate is a really common thing you need to do, concatenation. You could see even in the employee table, there'll be a lot of times where you need to refer to employees. You might have multiple those, so you might need to show first name and last name in a report. You can concatenate these two together. Often you might want one column with a full address in it, and then you would concatenate the street with the suburb, with the town, with the country, for instance, maybe with commas in between. So if you needed to put a comma in between, instead of a space here, you could just put a comma. And there you can see. Or you might want to have last name, comma, first name. So here we can go. First, I'll make this one last. Last name, there we go. And you can see Smith, comma, Alice, Johnson, comma, Bob. So it's just a really handy thing to know, and you'll use it a lot when you are, querying your data. So I thought that would be a good thing to touch on. In the next video, we're going to go into some date functions. A lot of times we get data with date fields. We need to know how to change the format, select different date ranges, etc. So that's what we'll look at in the next video. Thank you very much.